All right, I think we are here and back with a Music Radio Creative live stream. It is fantastic to have you here, live with us from the studios of fun on the Isle of Wight. I'm joined, as always, by Isabella. Hello, Isabella.
Hello, this is me. And
Nice.
What's changed, Mike? Something has changed, hasn't it?
Something has changed indeed. It looks like I'm in a very professional studio broadcasting, doesn't it? With a Music Radio Creative backdrop behind me.
Yep.
It looks rather good. We're kind of leveling up our game. I spent the whole week figuring out and working out the fantastic advanced features behind Wirecast. That's what I'm using to stream right now, and it seems to be working rather well. So this is Free Jingle Friday. Welcome along. In just a moment, we'll explain how it works and how you can get your very own free jingle on Free Jingle Friday. Okay, Isabella is in the house, and I think we can say hello to Isabella Russell. Hey. Isabella, are you there? Let's find out. Oh, yes, that's a big close-up. You need to move your camera over a bit, though. We can see kind of shadows in the background from Isabella. This studio that I'm in right now is much more professional. By the way, for some reason,
set this up, by the way.
I was doing my best to stream live to Facebook, but it failed. I don't think I refreshed the RTMP stream. What I could do, if those of you watching on YouTube and Twitch right now are happy for me to restart the stream, I will restart with Facebook. So, yes, this is all very nice in the studio. Oh, don't do that. Oh, you just revealed the secret. Oh, no. That was tricky. Right, so Isabella, are you with me with that? If I just stop this stream and restart, it'll be in the same place, so you just have to refresh the page, anyone watching now.
Will we lose the comments?
No, the comments will stay. Everything will stay.
Okay, everything will stay.
It's literally just going to go offline and come back. You probably won't even have to refresh.
Okay.
It'll just come back in like 30 seconds because I want to make sure that our Facebook friends also get in on Free Jingle Fridays. You good with that?
Yep, all good.
Everyone good with that? Okay,
Fabulous.
Cool. I'm going to click the stop streaming button and then I'll be back. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Thank you very much and have an awesome we get to do it again. Yes, the intro. Welcome. I love it. This is fantastic.
It's like Groundhog Day, right?
It is.
We're here again.
It is a little bit like that. But it's exciting because for those of you watching on Facebook, you nearly didn't get the live stream. But thanks to a little bit of technical genius, we managed to get our RTMPs sorted out and our colons and our slashes. That sounds rather rude, actually. But anyway, after sorting that all out, we got back on and we're on Facebook too. I believe. Maybe someone can tell me if we're on Facebook or not. But I've done my very best to make this work this time. You might know it's Free Jingle Friday if you've watched before. If you haven't watched, welcome along. It's good to have you here from our studios here on the Isle of Wight. We are ready to go. We hope you're ready to go. I'm Mike Russell and I'm joined in the studio as always by my wonderful co-host. Her name is Isabella Russell and you're going to see her now. There she is.
Wonderful. That's me. Yes.
That's a really big close-up on you, Isabella. That's an amazing close-up.
I know. It's like we are figuring this out, by the way. So my desk, so just a quick update. So this has all gone wrong.
It's all gone wrong? What do you mean by all gone wrong?
It first went all wrong for it to go right again. Does that make sense?
It went wrong to get right. Order out of chaos, that kind of thing.
That's exactly it. So so my boom arm broke down.
Your boom broke?
It broke. So at the moment it's supported in a really, really bad way because we were supposed to receive one today, but the post didn't come through on time, so it will have to be next week. So my boom arm broke down, and then we thought actually because we've been rejiggling things here in the studio anyway.
We have been jiggling a lot.
And we're like, oh, let's use this camera on you. And I was like, this is a good idea. I like that. So this is that. And we are going to get somebody to come in and help us a little bit with the light so we get good lighting. At the moment, it isn't perfect. But
someone who knows what they're talking about, yeah?
Yes, because we know everything about audio, but not about the lights and camera and action. Right?
Exactly. So we'll get that all looking good. But it's good. We're leveling up. We're going to, obviously, you know the music intro that we do at the start. We're going to level that up. We're going to do some animated graphics as well. So soon you'll have the full-on vision. It'll feel like you're flying through hyperspace or something as you join us for the live stream every week, which I can't wait, actually, because I love space.
You love space. I know.
By the way, do you like the new studio that I'm in? I know you're still in the studios on the Isle of Wight, but I'm here on our professional set right now, sitting here with a screen displaying our logo behind us. And oh no, hang on, wait a second. Oh no, things are going wrong. It's broken. Don't show the green screen. That's it.
There you go. That's it.
So we're kind of green screening it a little bit.
We are green screening it, but it looks really good. So, well, we hope you like it. If you like it, let us know. And if you think it's not looking good, then let us know too. It would be great to know.
Van is very honest on Facebook. He says, Mike, you're 2 minutes late, LOL.
Nice. There you go.
See, no, it was noted. It was noted.
You see? You see,
we had a little issue here because we're figuring out Wirecast. Like I say, you probably know for the last 3-4 weeks, I've been messing about with Wirecast. Finally, I've got the setup. Like, everything should be working. Any of those of you who are new to the show, stick around because we're going to tell you in a moment how you can get free jingles. You might see people super chatting already, typing jingle scripts in the chat.
Things are busy.
Details coming up in 5 minutes on that. But Isabella, do you mind if I just explain for a moment the geeky side, the technical side behind what's happened with Wirecast and why we're now sort of almost getting a good stream?
I think that it's a good idea to explain it. May I just suggest that before you explain it, we do give the rules of Free Jingle Friday to anyone who's here for the first time, because otherwise it could be very confusing as to why am I tuning into this.
Talk into the camera,
Friday.
Look right down the barrel of the lens and tell your viewer right now, Isabella, what works.
Okay, yes, sorry, I will need to get used to this. This is like a different angle.
You almost got to look through. Look at me. Look how I do it. You've got to look through the lens.
Yes, I'm looking.
Actually, that was a bit freaky.
Can
that was
see
weird.
This now?
Yeah, go on.
I'm looking right at you. There you go.
Whoa. Piercing blue eyes. So go on. Anyone who's new to the show, anyone who's new, by the way, type new in the chat now. And while you're typing new, Isabella, explain how it works for anyone who's new.
Okay, so if you've joined us for the first time and you're wondering what the heck Free Jingle Friday is about, it is about the fact that we're here to give free jingles. And it is myself and Mike, and what we would like you to do now in order to
Glenn's
get free jingles.
Guy Paul's new, Esmeralda's new, Annie's new, Michael's new, John Lombardo's new, Lacey Sunday's new, Juice Talk Radio new, Fat Loco 1 new.
You see, I only wanted to go on and rampage on the Wirecast. We need to let those people know
Mohammed's
what
new,
to do.
Cozy's new, Roger's new. Go on.
Okay.
Go on. Explain.
So you have until $past. You stop this.
Pop Unlimited. Oh no, Pop Unlimited's old. We know you, Pop. We know you, Pop Unlimited. You're very generous.
Yes, we do know you.
Wiz T-Bone's new. I've seen that name before. Michael Cozy's new. JB's new.
Eventually, we should have like
Robert's
this little lower third saying
Vince is old.
20 minutes later.
All right, go on.
Okay.
How does Free Jingle Friday work?
Okay, so you've got until $past. So wherever you are, it's $past to post your free jingle script, either as comment on Facebook if you are watching us on Facebook, or in YouTube as a comment.
So that's another 22 minutes.
You've got another 22 minutes to put your scripts in. So don't rush it through. You've got 22 minutes. Make sure the script is well written. There is nothing worse than having to record a badly written scripts. Yep. So post your script, and then we have wonderful Dominic in the background who's working. I guess we could give Dominic a title almost as a kind of like show producer in a way, right?
Yeah.
Or kind of like a content.
By the way, I'm really sorry. I want to actually do something at this point.
You see, you aren't.
If you don't mind, just interrupting you again.
Yes.
But then I'll let you explain more about Free Jingle Friday. As I'm using Wirecast, and there are some super cool features I've never been able to use before, I'm going to try this while you're explaining the rules. I'm just going to start a poll on Facebook. So for anyone watching on Facebook, you can answer a poll. This is something you can set up inside Wirecast, by the way. So I'm going to set this up as you talk. And the question of my poll, yes or no, is Isabella's camera angle too close? All right.
Are you kidding me?
I'm creating the poll now, and you just keep explaining away. Is Isabella's camera
So can I start talking, or do we have to? Do we have to listen through
Two answer options: yes, no, or just yes.
Okay,
or
can
no.
I go ahead and talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. See, I need to negotiate my space here.
Your airtime.
Yes. So you've got until $past to effectively post your scripts. Now, after past the hour, we are going to start recording them. Now, you've probably seen there are lots of you posting super chats. Anyone who does post a super chat will kind of jumps the queue. So we will then guarantee to have your script recorded, and not only recorded, but also produced. So the second part of the show will be with us recording and then Mike showcasing the post-production. So it's a great place for you to stick around to, simply because you are going to learn a lot about post-production post-production alone in the show.
Wow.
But if you would definitely like to have a jingle, we don't have, there is no minimum amount, no maximum amount. It really depends on your generosity and how you feel our service here is valued. So if you would like to contribute, we very much appreciate that. And thank you to everyone who's already posted super chats. I've seen they were coming before we even joined the show. So.
Which is always awesome.
It is absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for that. So yes, so keep posting your scripts. We've got wonderful Dominic in the background who is looking after the scripts coming in. So as they come in, we are recording them here in the background in a spreadsheet so that when the time comes, we can very quickly read them off and and kind of move from there. So so this is Free Jingle Friday, and in the next 20 minutes, it's going to be Mike and I talking about the latest in the audio world, and just kind of having a good chat about kind of what works, what doesn't, and there's so much more.
Indeed. Now I put the poll out on Facebook, but I don't know, that's supposed to appear as something additional for those watching on Facebook, but I've got a window open with it on Facebook and I can't see the poll.
I can see it.
Oh, did it pop up for you?
It did pop up for me,
Maybe it didn't pop up for me as I'm in admin.
And the 100% answers are yes.
It's too close.
It's too close.
Your camera is too close.
It's
Hang on.
too close.
You keep talking, Isabella. I'm going to go around and mess with your camera a second.
Yes.
While you talk. You talk.
So, this is wonderful, isn't it?
Hang on. Let's do.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Actually. Let's do that. Can you see it? Is it too close now?
Is that better? Everyone answer the poll. Is that better? Hang on.
Seriously? Are you for real? Right? Okay.
I can see your eye. I can see. Oh, hang on.
Okay. Hang on. Okay. Maybe zoom out.
We need to move this.
What's wrong with showing a little bit of this? It's like, it's fine.
A little bit of real life, huh?
Yeah.
Hang on. Whoa. There's your plant, your pot plant in the background. Just trying to do that. Because then you've got a load of white space over there and you can do like this.
And for what? It's like, here is my map.
Hang on. Now you've got some papers in front of you. You've got some weird papers with a paper with a staple in it.
Yes, because this is my temporary boom arm.
All right. Actually, does that look better or worse? I don't know. The camera needs to be properly lowered down. But anyway, as you can tell, we're still messing about.
We are messing about, but let's leave it as that.
Now you've explained, can I get into the geeky stuff behind the live stream while people are posting their scripts? So you get how it works. Good, thank you. You get how it works. You understand that if you're new, just post a script. If you post a script, we'll do our best to record it, and you get the voiceover. Then you can mess about with it in your own time, do whatever you like. But if you post a script and make a super chat, which is something you can do via YouTube only, there's a little $sign usually next to the emoticon. If it's available in your region, you can click it, you can make a donation. Really easy to do it. It works right inside YouTube ecosystem, and we get a slice of that donation. It really helps us, and I will personally produce your jingle for you on this live stream. Now, Isabella, to geekiness.
Okay, I think I'm ready for this.
So shut your earphones off, your headphones off, close your eyes.
No.
So yeah, we switched to using Wirecast. You might have noticed, actually, that's my Wirecast PC. I'm really liking this. So this is streaming from the PC. I've got it set up with some really cool stuff. I'm going to do quite a few tutorial videos in the forthcoming future. Now I figured all this crazy stuff out, I'm actually going to make some tutorial videos because there's a lot of stuff. And I was like, how do you do that? And I was tearing my hair out. You saw me like 3 nights in a row. I was like, there must be a way to do that in Wirecast. And it's like, no, I can't figure it out. I'm not sure. And I was looking at tutorials and I was going through forums. I was like, I can't believe nobody else has had this problem. And then after day 3, I'd wake up and I'd be like, Isabella, I've solved it. So yeah, now it all works. So what is really cool about Wirecast is you can do stuff like social. So eventually we might bring some tweets into the show. You can do that natively inside Wirecast. I can see I've got a graph spinning by over here showing me how many people are watching on Facebook. It's all geeky stuff. But yeah, so essentially, we've got it working. Wirecast Pro now. I have got the Elgato Stream Deck, although I haven't customized the look of the buttons, but I can do stuff like I can change camera angles by pushing that button. It changes camera angle like that. Push that button, and that's me. That button's Isabella.
Yeah.
Back to me, and that button is screen share. So there's all of that. This is a really cool thing in the version 4 of Elgato Stream Deck. You can add like custom buttons written by developers. This one shows you CPU usage. So I can see the CPU usage of our streaming server is around 25%. So that's good. We don't want it to go above 80 really. I've got a clock, little analog clock with a digital display there. It's good for being able to start on time. Loads of other stuff like Wirecast. This is the button that starts and stops the live stream. I can do that all from my Stream Deck. There are other things I wanted to do, like I wanted to be able to add what's known as a shot to Wirecast, media shots, and then I can play music and I can do stuff like that. But I didn't want to control the volume inside Wirecast. I wanted to route the audio out of Wirecast to my mixer and then be able to fade music and sound effects up and down. That took me like an age to figure out. I was like, there must be a button. There's no obvious button. It was quite easy to do it in OBS Studio, but I was like, there must be a way to do it in Wirecast. And I figured it out. So again, tutorial video coming soon about that. One of my favorite things that I'm digging, as you can see behind me here, I've got the green screen with this lovely studio, is, and again, another thing that I'm going to need to record a video about because I want to make sure lots of you who are possibly live streaming know about this, is you can do... they have a stock media library with the latest version of Wirecast, version 12. And as you can tell, I'm really jazzed about this stuff. I'm really getting into live streaming. I think we're going to have to extend the live stream. And you can type anything into this stock media library. It's kind of like the same as Adobe stock, but for Wirecast. So I just typed in beach, right? You double click that, the icon of the beach you want. It downloads. Hopefully you got a fast internet connection. And then when it's downloaded, you just click the shot inside Wirecast like this. Ah, look at that. I'm on the beach here on the Isle of Wight. Amazing. Isabella, you like it?
I like it, and I think that, yeah, that would call for the Beatles song, right?
Here Comes the Sun, but we would get a takedown notice.
Yeah, just imagine Mike singing it.
Stay on the beach. I'm quite happy here. I just need my shades and my sun cream, and I'll be good. But yeah, so it's really good to have all of that figured out. It's working really well. And the final thing that I will say, because I think it's important, many of you really helped by posting in the community. We often have geeky chats about audio in particular on the community, which you can join at community.musicradiocreative.com. Be lovely to post a link to that for those who are not in there. Community.musicradiocreative.com. A lot of you, including, I'll give a special shout out to the Tone Arranger, have been commenting about this. And the Tone Arranger said to me when I finally posted yesterday, hey, I think I've sorted everything out and I've got this piece of gear and it's working. The Tone Arranger says, I don't know why you just don't get someone to do a professional install and throw all your gear in the tip. And I'm like, I haven't posted back to that yet, but I'm like, that would defeat the object of why we create as content creators. It's all about fiddling about, finding what works and making it work, right?
Well, absolutely.
If there was a professional engineer, you know, obviously I know a lot about sound, but it's like, you know, if a professional engineer came in to do all the connections and the Etherneting and the lights, that would take the fun out of it as far as I'm concerned.
There you go. The geek in you, right?
But anyway, suffice to say, for those of you who know a little bit about live streaming, we are no longer using NDI, which is a wonderful technology from NewTek, a company called NewTek, to send the audio and webcams to Wirecast, because I just found that you could never sync things up. It would always fall out of sync. There'd be latency. Sometimes it would be like, 10 milliseconds out. Sometimes it would be 3 seconds out. It was really, really super unpredictable. And obviously with multiple camera angles like this and like this, we can't have latency and sync problems with the mouth. So got that worked out. We basically bought a $250 Ethernet thing. It's really cool. It connects by Cat 6 or Cat 7 Ethernet cable, and it goes from one room to the other room, which is where the streaming server is.
Yeah.
And it'll send things like USB, audio, 3.5mm audio jacks, and an HDMI signal as well. Only out, not in, unfortunately. But that was enough to get an HDMI signal from the PC back to us here. And I could do a whole load of cool things. Like with the USB, I was super surprised. The piece of kit, I posted actually a link to the kit that I've bought in the community. It actually will send the audio interface, the Scarlett 2i2, that I use to live stream. It will send all of that stuff over to our PC. So there's no more trying to get it through like a 3.5mm jack or trying to stream it over NDI. Now it just goes direct via USB. No latency. It's fantastic. Geek Perfect. Talk finished.
Phew, I survived. Just about.
And for those of you who really enjoyed that little geek talk, just post enjoy in the chats. That would really make my day. Hopefully it didn't go over too many heads what I just said.
And then
didn't sound like
crickets
gobbledygook from Mars.
Or you can post hashtag Isabella is right.
Oh dear. Talking about hashtags, when I get this Twitter integration sorted, hopefully for next week, we'll be able to show like tweets on the screen. I'd love to do that. And I'm thinking, oh, look, enjoy. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Guy Paul. Thank
There
you, Brent.
go.
Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, VW Drummer. Wow, that's nice. Thank you.
Nice.
We need to do more of that, apparently.
There
we
you go,
need
you
more,
see.
says Brian Parks.
That's it.
Yeah, so when we get Twitter sorted through Wirecast as well, like I say, this is just a treasure trove of tutorials.
There is one. Isabella is right. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks, Wiz. But I think Wiz also said enjoy, so that's a bit weird.
Well, I think he's just trying to please us both, but there you go.
Yeah. So with Twitter, we'll actually start using a hashtag, and we might get some of you watching to actually tweet in. I'm not sure whether it'll be with jingles or maybe
that'd be
questions
really
or something.
cool.
And we can use a hashtag. And I was thinking about this earlier this morning, that maybe we could use hashtag MRC Live as the official hashtag of the live stream. And I really like it because it doubles up as hashtag Mr. Clive. And I was thinking Mr. Clive could be the official mascot of the MRC live stream. I was thinking he could be a really posh person who lives in a mansion and his name is Mr. Clive. This is just coming into my weird head this morning. I'm Mr. Clive and I live in a mansion. I've got a boat and, that's all rather ridiculous, isn't it? Mr. Clive could be the official mascot. What do you think, Isabella?
This is hilarious.
Totally random.
It is
isn't
totally random.
it? You want some of whatever I've been taking, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. So let's just see. Yeah, you did a good job there. Good impersonations there, Mike.
Yes.
Definitely. Very impressive.
Absolutely preposterous. They want to ban this and ban that. They're always banning things. Mr. Clive.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Very good, Mike.
All right, enough of that. Yeah, bring on Mr. Clive, says Guy Paul. There we go.
Bring on Mr. Clive.
Official
There you go, you see?
mascot of the MRC live stream is going to be Mr. Clive.
Nice.
If you want to start that hashtag up now, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
If no one tweets this week, then we won't bother with the Twitter integration. Obviously, no one wants to do it. But if you do want Twitter integration with the live stream and the possibility to have your tweets displayed in a lower third, hashtag Mr. Clive now, or MRC Live, whatever you prefer. Do it now, but only on Twitter. Hashtag Mr. Clive or MRC Live. And say, yes, I would like to do a tweet integration with next week's live stream.
Yes. Brian says, Isabella needs more caffeine. Yes, I think I need less of Mike talking with the geeky stuff. That sends me off to sleep in a really weird way. And then Big Hempin TV says that bananas and extra coffee this AM, Mike.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. There you go. No, but listen, just a quick reminder, because I know many of you joined in since we last mentioned that. So you have until half past the hour, another 8 minutes to post your scripts in the comments. So whether you are watching on Facebook or if you are joining us on YouTube, post your scripts in there. So we have Dominic, who's working in the background, taking all the scripts as they come in. Now, we do not guarantee we will record everything simply because there is just the two of us and there are a lot of scripts coming in. So
yes, and you're absolutely ridiculous posting all your scripts, imagining we'll be able to do them all. Mr. Clive here.
Nice. Yeah, we ought to have Mr. Clive around more often, I think. And then we essentially will record as many as we can. But if you would like to jump the queue and have it guaranteed to have your script recorded and produced, then you need to get onto the Super Chat. Super Chat is only available if you are watching us on YouTube, so you can always jump the ship if you like. And then, it's this little $ button just underneath the comments box. This is what you need to look for. It isn't available in all the regions, but in most it is. It doesn't matter how much you super chat. We appreciate very, very much all of the super chats. So we will let you decide how much our time and skill is worth, so to speak. And it's a fantastic way to support the show and us in general. So
definitely.
So huge thumbs up. And thank you so much for all the super chats that have already come in. You've been very generous. So thank you.
As always, thank you. 6 minutes remaining to get your jingles in before we close down jingle submissions and we start producing. It's really, really exciting. So I'm just looking at Twitter now, and there's 3 people 3 people so far tweeting #Mr. Clive. Let's get it on, says Guy. Doug's been testing it out as well. Radio Litchfield tested out the new hashtag Mr. Clive. MRC Live, that is, by the way.
Yes,
and,
Mr. Clive is other way to say MRC Live.
And get tweeting. Please fire up that hashtag MRC Live. #MRC Live on Twitter. And then maybe we'll do some more with Twitter in the forthcoming weeks. But really appreciate that.
Nice. That's really, really nice. And then there is a nice post from John on YouTube that I would like to read. He says, Mike, thank you for all the videos that you've done, as I've been following you for the past 3 years and I have learned a lot from you. So,
who was that?
You. That's John Lombardo,
John.
1965.
Okay, wow. That's cool. Thank you so much, John.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you. This is really, really, really cool. By the way, I'm finding it really weird. We might need to change some things because I'm finding it hard to follow on the chat as I did in the past because I had a camera in front of me so I could get away with like dropping my side. But now I can't. So we'll have to I've got some ideas.
You just got to be a true pro, Isabella. I've got a monitor over here. I've got a monitor over there. I've got a monitor up there and a monitor there and a camera there. So, you know.
Nice. You see.
Multitasking.
It's Mr. Clive speaking.
Mr. Clive, yes. Should be absolutely preposterous. I thought you knew how to multitask, Isabella.
That would be nice. Now, there is a nice question from No Teffy asking, Isabella, how long have you been doing voiceovers? Would be interesting to know. So
Who,
the
me?
answer...
Or you?
Huh?
Who?
Me.
Oh, last week. You started last week, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't last week. But the answer is I actually don't do voiceovers professionally on Music Radio Creative as such. And I've started to do them with Mike here on live stream, and I'm really enjoying it. So I think I am going to have some sort of demo soon. I have, however, been working with voiceovers for the past... I've started in 2010. 9 years.
Whoa.
9 years. I've
really
been doing this
fun.
for the past 9 years. So I think that I've kind of, taken a lot of things through osmosis, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Well, that's how it all works, isn't it? We all learn, in that studio or just,
That's it. I've been always very auditory person. So I've always learned a lot through listening, as in a lot of obviously I'm not originally from England, but I have adopted the accent quite well, I'm told. And I think it's because I take on quite a lot of things through sound. So obviously I've been listening to a lot of voiceovers and I think I've learned a lot through it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, I would go along with you. I occasionally just flick over to the chat. I've just seen God Stories Radio has said, we celebrated our 200th podcast last night and shouted out you guys for all you've done for us and the industry.
Aww.
Thank you. God Stories Radio. Amazing.
Guys, that's amazing landmark. I mean, can you imagine 200 episodes? That is wonderful. It truly is. And there are so few podcasters that get to that point. And it is a truly huge landmark. Just imagine, you've turned up to a classroom for 200 times and you had people tuning in 200 times. It's wonderful. So congratulations.
Really, really good. Okay, so we're going on it. We're coming up to 2 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact.
My clock says 3 minutes.
Well, I've now got a swanky Stream Deck with a digital clock down at the bottom there, a little plug-in from Elgato, so I can see that you have exactly 1 minute and 55 seconds left to get your scripts in. And in around 51 seconds, we are going to fire off that Music Radio Creative theme, and then you will know it's time to start tapping away or super chatting for your last chance. Just a final thing, if someone wants to produce Jingle and they're watching on YouTube and they have the $ next to the emoticon logo, what do they need to do, Isabella?
You need to click that sign and post the super chat, and that will bump the queue for you, and you will be guaranteed to have your script not only recorded but also produced by none other than the only Mike Russell here.
Cool. I can't wait. Who's in a very professional studio and certainly not sitting against a green screen.
He's in a very funky mood. Today is the day to get that super chat in. I tell you that. I've got a feeling there is going to be some fire going here in a minute in the Adobe Audition.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I love the awkward silence, by the way.
No. This is listen. Well, thank you to Tim who says that I gave you a brilliant review on Trustpilot. Thank you so much. Yes, I have posted about this and I have emailed about it as well. We had this drama with Facebook this whole past week, and we moved our reviews to Trustpilot just to kind of diversify the place where people can leave reviews, because overnight over 1,400 reviews have disappeared. And I'm like, what's happened? 30
seconds to get your script in, by the way. Keep going. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Michael. He's got in with the super chat. So, wonderful. Thank you to Pop Unlimited. He says that he's also done the Trustpilot review. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that, guys. It's fantastic. It's just, it's been very disheartening to suddenly have them all disappear.
But that's all right. We move on. We get on with it. And that is about it. 10 seconds left. And then we're getting into producing. So here we go. Stand by.
Wow, and well done. Wow, there's like 2 super chats literally last second. Well done, guys. This is it. This is it.
Off time. It's all cut off. It's all done.
Thank you. That's
the lion
wonderful.
says so. The lion says roar. Okay.
The lion says roar.
It's time to roar and start recording.
Yes.
Can't wait to do this. Shall we just hop in then? Should we start with the super chats?
Another super chat came in. We will honor that one, I think. Well, no,
you got to remember that the stream is slightly delayed.
Exactly.
So these are literally the last. We're seeing the last things come in after we stop. So don't worry.
They are just like, don't worry. You still got in just by the skin of the teeth. How do you say this?
Exactly right. Yes,
that's the one. So wonderful. But so it's fantastic to be here with you guys. So that's it for the script. So the next part is that's it for the script, and we are going to recording all of those amazing super chats first. That's what we're going to do. I love it.
Ready to improve my audio skills.
Nice.
One more.
Microsoft is controlling transmission.
And don't you forget it.
And don't you forget it. There you go. I love it because we have Doug in the scripts, in the chats every single week. Thank you so much. And he's always helping. And Doug always says, it's like, that's it for the scripts, guys. It's good. So thank you, Doug. It's really it's very, very much appreciated. So.
All right, we better hop in and we better start with those super chats.
Ooh, yes, let's have a look if we have them all in there. Hang on, I'm just going to check and make sure that Dominic has recorded all.
I can see them on the screen there. So ready to go. By the way, just while you're doing all the checking and stuff, I'm just going to go around like a Mad Hatter and clap in front of the cameras. I just want to know if we're in sync. We should be. Hang on. And we'll do this. Yeah. If you can just type sync if things are syncing nicely this week. Yeah, hang on. And Isabella, if you could do a clap as well.
Okay.
Do a clap.
Bing.
Okay, cool. Excellent. And I might as well do a clap here. Just type sync if that all looks good to you. There, watching over there. Yeah, we're getting syncs. That's good.
We're getting syncs.
And we should be, because there's no more NDI, there's no more sending stuff over the internal network or anything like that. So yeah, it feels good. And there's just no more delay.
Nice. Okay, I think that we have all.
Look. How you doing around there?
I'm doing good. Good.
Are we ready then? Are we filtered?
Crazy guy here. We are filtered as of now, yes.
Right, okay, let's go into Adobe Audition and I'll set up a recording on my Soundcraft desk.
Syncing nicely, yes. Thank you. And thank you for the review, Drama Guy Hicksy. Yeah, sorry. I'm slow at reading the long things with no spaces.
All right, a ton of stuff. So again, I think we're going to start recording, and then I'll probably start producing, and then we'll try and do as many free scripts as we can after the productions have ended. Right?
Yep, that's exactly it. By the way, thank you to Brian. Yes, we are in sync in Indianapolis. That's really good to know. Thank you.
Great. Okay.
Nice.
All right, so let's go through. We'll start with you, and then we'll go back and forth, and again, we'll try and do everything in one take.
Oh, you always put me under pressure. It really makes me... Hang on, I need to make myself a bigger script here because I'm...
Just remember to read your script before it's your turn to speak. That can often help. So the first one is going to be Roger Jackson, Taking You Back in Time.
I know.
Okay, cool. Okay, so cutting over to Isabella. I'm just going to start the recording here.
Yeah,
okay,
that's it.
Recording. Isabella, take it away.
Roger Jackson, Taking You Back in Time.
This is 80s Flashback with Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
You're listening to Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield. Or is it Vegas?
No, I think that is
Vegas. Okay.
Good.
All right. If we've done it wrong, then please post.
Chincha Morada and a voyage. Chincha Morada and a voyage into progressive house in the mix and sacred, a party beyond and above. You've got your fat PC with a 28K modem. You're dialed up to the information superhighway, and you've surfed to the best pop show on the World Wide Web. You're listening to Back to the 90s.
Okay. You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions. You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Welcome to Midnight Rebel Flirting Music Room, the best exclusive room bringing you the best mix of the best music.
It's time for legal advice with our Asian attorney. It's time for legal advice with our Asian attorney. Say it again? Attorney, sorry. It's time for legal advice with our Asian attorney, James Twine.
You are listening to Silence FM.
Brand new music right here on the Happy Hour.
Silence FM. We breaks the silence everywhere, at home, on the road, and at work.
Music surrounds us, every little moment in our lives. Welcome to Rockmantico, where music and feelings mix. The beats of your heart on Forza Rock Radio.
Thank you for this one, Michael. Whether it's Audio Unicorn or MRC University, you can't go wrong with Music Radio Creative.
Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to hashtag St. Helena.
Again.
Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to St. Helena. Would you do a hashtag there?
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to hashtag St. Helena.
You're listening to Glenn Hampson on RPP FM.
This is Who Got Radio. Always believe in love and keep the flame burning.
God Stories Radio, bringing hope and comfort to the world 24 hours a day.
I'm going to redo the first one because I've just read the pronunciation. This is Hugot Radio. No, this is Hugot Radio. Always believe in love and keep the flame burning.
This is Legal Nonsense. And there we go. Thank you for the super chats. Woo! All done. Back to you, Isabella, while I stop and cut up this session.
Wow. And I think, oh dear, hang on. Yeah, I think there's some, hang on a minute. There is some comments about the St. Helena. I think I should re-record it. Can I just quickly re-record it?
Yep.
Okay. Can I do it now?
Yep.
Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to St. Helena. I'm just going to do it like that. I think that will be the best.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
You're on.
We are on. Okay, are we recording the next one now?
No, I'm now cutting up the super chats and getting ready to produce while you talk.
So I can talk. Okay, I can talk. Now I'm given the time to talk. Thank you so much for your comments. And I think this is all good now. And yes, so this is fantastic. So Mike is going to be preparing now to produce those amazing super chats. So thank you guys. And then after that, we are going to record all the rest of the scripts. Now, they are all going to be available to you at mrc.fm/FJF. That's mrc.fm/FJF. This will be the place where you can access all of those amazing jingles we are about to produce. To everyone here who hasn't been here before, we are here every week. So if you've just joined in and you haven't had a chance to post your script, don't worry, we will be back next week. And then after that we will have, I think, a week or maybe 2 weeks of break because it's school holidays here. So our lovely children are back at home. and we will be tending to them in that time. But we will be back to normal when work returns to normal for us, so to speak. But another thing I wanted to actually say is that Mike will be very shortly showing his Adobe Audition and starting production. And the one thing he's using there all the time, and I know many of you ask every week about it, he's using his presets. Without those presets, he would not be able to be as fast as he is in the post-production time. So if you wanted to have a look at those yourself, you can head over to mrc.fm/presets. This is where they live, so you can have a little look and see what's in there. So so I don't know, Mike, are you ready yet?
Yeah, it'd be really good to get stuck in, so let's do it.
Take it away.
Here we go. So this is you.
Roger Jackson.
Okay, we're going to go straight over and we're going to start producing. Now, I'm going to start cutting and basically producing. So we'll move this out the way and we'll get into it straight away.
Roger.
Here we go. So this is you over to Media Browser. Oh, I've lost all my sound effects. Hang on. You can talk about where to get sound effects from while I find my own sound effects.
I was just looking at at your comments. So I'm just trying to monitor comments at the same time as looking at the camera, which is an entirely different direction as it's in here and here. So when I'm turning away, it's because I'm reading all of the comments that you post. So just seen a comment from Chasing Photography Films who says, "You two just made my morning here in Memphis. Thank you so much. You made our morning by turning up here." So
yeah.
Yeah, and once again, a huge thank you to Doug, who's doing the backup moderator job, and they're wonderfully. Thank you so much, Doug. That's fantastic. Yes, the sound effects. We have our own sound effects, so if you would like some, then head over to mrc.fm/sfx.
Yes,
that's where those live, and you can have a look at them. We have a number of different libraries available for purchase. They're all 100% royalty free, so you can use them in as many projects as you would like, in as many productions as you would like. It doesn't matter whether they are going on TV, radio, online, or anything else. It's a really good royalty free license for you to use them.
That's really cool, actually. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just finding my imaging MRC production elements. Number one, I'm going to use back to me now. Here we go.
Yeah.
And let's get some stuff in. So sound effects. Let's get some drones are always good. So lots of drones coming in. So sound effects like this and this and this. All available at mrc.fm/sfx. Right, dropping these in, holding down the Alt key so we can drop them in, and then I'll go back up one, and I'm going to grab some hits as well.
Quick shout out to Radio Music 24. Hey guys.
Nice, very very cool indeed.
Yeah.
So we got this.
Roger Jackson.
Okay, we're going to put this here.
Roger Jackson taking you.
And then we're going to cut here, and we're going to do this.
Taking you back in time.
And then we'll pull this in.
Taking you back in time.
Hang on, that's not quite what I wanted.
Taking you.
Let's try this.
Taking you back in time.
And we're just going to pull that down in the mix. It's just coming in a bit too loud.
Taking you back in time.
And that's a take. And then on to the next one, which is going to sound like this. Let's have a listen.
This is 80s Flashback.
Perfect 80s kind of sound effect there. And like Isabella says, this is the reason I can work so fast. My presets really help.
This is 80s Flashback.
You see, you can put stuff together like this in seconds once you kind of learn how these all work. And you didn't mention, actually, Isabella, that the presets actually come with tutorial videos.
They do,
so you can really get stuck in to how you might use each different thing. Oh, we just used that sound effect, didn't we? Let's pull that in and let's have a listen.
This is 80s Flashback with Gary Vay.
Okay, and then we're going to do something. I always love to do things like this. I'm going to pull that because this is just asking for it. Let's Flashback. Hang on, we need the
back.
We need the of back. That bit. And then we need to do something funky with this. So this is going to go here, and then I'm going to time stretch that out, and then I'm going to duplicate that like a beast here, here, and here. Like that, so we get something that sounds like this.
This is 80s Flashback.
We need the k, though, at the end, otherwise it doesn't quite work, does it? So, k. And then we need to make that k super hearable. Is that a word, hearable?
Audible.
Audible. That's it. There we go. You can really hear the k at the end now. So it's something like this. Might be right.
This is 80s Flashback.
This is 80s Flashback.
Glenn says that those presets make it insanely easier. Yes, they do.
Thanks.
I'm living testament to it, as I've had a go at producing myself with my presets, and I can tell you that they make it really, really easy. So
Cool.
With Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
And then we need a at the end, just to nicely finish it off.
Litchfield.
It's too harsh, so I'm just going to put a bit of false reverb on the end, double that up, pull that up, pull this automation line up. You might be looking at this thinking, what the heck is he doing? Generally, in these live streams, I don't kind of explain what I'm doing, although those of you who are really keen to learn, you'll probably follow what I'm doing. And then in my tutorials, in my courses, and some of the free stuff on my YouTube channel, I show you exactly what I'm doing.
This is 80s Flashback with Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
You see that false reverb just kind of gives it a nice psh at the end, otherwise it's too harsh, so to speak, the ending. So then we'll go in over here and we'll pull this out.
You're listening to Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
Another Radio Litchfield. Thank you, Radio Litchfield, for the support today in the super chat. Really appreciate it. So we'll go. Sometimes you don't need sound effects through the whole production. I'll show you what I mean. You can do things like this.
You're listening to Gary Vegas.
Gary Vegas, you see that fits nicely. Then we'll move that to voice EQ.
Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
And it's just a sharp cut there, so it's like very nice. And what I like about this, let's play this.
You're listening to Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
You can probably make that tighter, but it almost sounds like with the EQ changes, Isabella, it almost sounds like you got really close to the mic. It's like kind of like on Radio Litchfield. Like yeah, so it's cool.
You're listening to Gary Vegas on Radio Litchfield.
What a difference a bit of EQ can make, right?
Yeah.
So, right, let's pull in over here and get the next one up. So let's pull that over there. Here we go. And we'll see what we can do here with this one. So we pull this in. Actually, I can see already that drone is too long. Let's save that for later. Let's pull this drone over here. And you see, like, I do say this every week, but this is not how quickly and how fast I usually produce jingles. And also the same with the voiceover, like we're using the live stream mics here to do our voiceovers, but usually when you order at musicradiocreative.com, a voiceover from me, I will go into our sound treated vocal booth. I'll go on the Neumann TLM 103 and you'll get a perfectly crisp voiceover if that's what you're looking for. This obviously free. It's in a rather larger room, less well sound treated. And obviously, I do things, I kind of template things to make my job easy. Otherwise, I would not be able to produce this volume of jingles in like 15 minutes. Yeah. So I'll do things like almost things that I would say are almost a little bit lazy if a producer were to pick up these as habits. It's like, okay, I'm going to make a jingle, so I'm going to drag in a drone, then I'm going to use a hit, and then I'm going to go out with a bit of reverb, all right? It's like once you've been producing for a while, that kind of style of production is very cookie cutter in a way. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, but obviously we just want to give you as many jingles as we can. So it's like, otherwise we probably would go through one, if that. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes when I do live streams, and I have live streamed in the past, I've spent a whole hour making one jingle. Yeah. So,
Well, Robert says that they are still great.
Thank you,
so,
Robert. Thank you.
I agree. And Glenn's been grateful for the service. So there you go.
Good. Thank you. All right. Back to it.
Yeah.
Chincha Morada. And
let's try and do a double smash here. Chincha Morada, as it calls for it. Let's put that in there.
Chincha Morada.
Oh, that's a bit weird. Let's try and get that right on over here a bit.
Chincha Morada and a voyage. Chincha.
Hang on, we did that bit wrong. Let's chop that. Pull that in down here.
And a voyage into progressive house in the mix and sacred. A party beyond and above.
This is going to require something a bit more. No, not that one again. That one, perfect. And this is why I have 4 sound effects tracks. As you can see, I start to use them here.
And a voyage into
all right, let's put
and a voyage into progressive house in the mix.
Right, we're going to do some clever cutting here.
Progressive house in the mix.
Tight.
Progressive house in the mix and sacred. A party
No, not like that.
Progressive house in the mix.
Too tight.
Progressive house in the mix and sacred. A party beyond and above. Progressive house in the mix.
Up the level a bit.
In the mix and sacred. A party beyond and above.
Something like that. And then we'll go to the next one, which will be over here. Let's pull that in.
Your fat PC with a...
Let's pull this in. Just cautious. Did I miss anything from you? No. You're coming back in a second. Okay. Let's pull that over here.
You've got your fat PC with a 28K modem.
I like that.
You're dialed up to the information superhighway.
I'm just having a little think here on the fly. I wonder if I could do something quite funny for this one. Let's go to File, New, Audio File. Here we go. Effects, Generate Tones. Minor to Major preset. The audience is listening. And let's bring that in. So that's just a tone I've just generated there. Pulling that into effects.
Your dial.
This is not what a 28K modem sounds like, but I'm kind of having a little mess about. I'm going to put some reverb on here and here, like that and like that. And then we'll do... Right, this is going to sound weird, so we're going to need to tighten this down a bit. This here. Zoom in a little bit so I can really see what I'm doing here. So we'll do this, 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 this. And it's either going to work or it's not, so stand by. I'm going to need to get really into detail here and kind of do my own sound design as I go, especially for you, Pop Unlimited. Nice. Let's try this.
You're dialed up.
You see it's got that retro sound? You see what I'm trying to do? And then I'm going to pull that down in the mix. Let's show another envelope. Let's see the volume envelope there. Let's pull that down. This would actually be good for a computer game as well. So if you want more tips, if you want me to show you more tips on how to make sounds like this, let me know and maybe I'll make a video about it. So something like this.
You've got your fat PC with a 28K modem. You're dialed up.
Too quiet in the mix now. It's kind of got that retro sound though, right? Do you agree? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to push this up again a little bit more.
Modem. You're dialed up.
Pull that down a bit.
Modem. You're dialed up to the...
Okay, and that, you can have that for free. That's official sound design by Mike Russell on the live stream.
Nice.
Unique. No one else has a jingle like that.
You're dialed up to the information...
All right, information superhighway needs to be a bit robotic. Let's do that.
You're dialed up to the information superhighway.
And then a final little thing here.
Highway.
Big Hempin TV says, hashtag rare Mike Russell magic moment.
I like it.
That must be the longest hashtag in the world.
And you've served. And you've served.
There we go. Hang on, a bit more. Here we go, one more time.
Highway. And you've surfed to the best pop show on the World Wide Web. You're listening to...
All right, and then we're just going to do some vocal effects at the end here. So we're going to pull this one down here. And this one here.
Wide Web.
Let's pull that in a bit more. Over here.
You're listening to... You're listening to... Back to the 90s.
Let's pull that in a bit more. I'm quite happy with that. Let's play that.
You've got your fat PC with a 28K modem. You're dialed up to the information superhighway. And you've surfed to the best pop show on the World Wide Web. You're listening to Back to the 90s.
Okay, there you go. That's that one. We got a lot to do, so I don't know how we're going to squeeze in some free jingles today, Isabella.
Oh, we have to.
We're not even halfway through on this. We just have to keep going. When have you got to? When's your hard cut-off time to disappear by?
Well, I would like to say 2:30.
2:30. Okay.
At the top. Yeah.
We might have to run over. How's everyone else doing with their schedule? Anyone need to be anywhere, or can you hang around for another like 30 or 40 minutes? Let me know in the chat, please. And Isabella.
Yeah. That's it. By the way, somebody has requested Mr. Clive in the as on this free script. So
nice. Well, we have to do
Mr.
that.
Clive will have to make a comeback.
Let's crack on then. I can't waste time.
You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Inside Show.
Let's W there. That's calling for a double track.
Of the Spiritual Inside Show.
Let's pan you over a little bit to the right.
Of the Spiritual Inside Show. With
Right, we don't want to go too much with this.
I can see comments
with
coming
Reverend
in.
Tiffany White,
Glenn will
Sage
hang
Woman.
around. So will Vince and Dominic.
Cool.
Drama guy Hicksy says it's nearly 1 a.m. here, so he's
Sage
going
Woman.
to hang around.
Okay.
And Annie is here all day.
We'll
Brian
crack on
is
then.
there all day. Richard is hanging around.
We'll just crack on then.
We're cracking on.
We're here to serve
Good.
you. So, if you
Good.
want us to stick on the live stream a bit longer this week, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Simple
Brian
as
is
that.
stuck to his screen, so
Men.
There we go. It's good. That's really good.
Men.
Hang on, I'm trying not to make that too aggressive.
Men.
There we go. There's a little bit. I need to cut off at the end there. There we go. Okay, cool. Right. Next.
next. But can you play it? Sorry, I didn't hear the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Have a listen to this. Oh, hang on.
We can't
Yeah.
hear you.
You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Inside Show. With Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman.
There you go.
Nice.
Welcome to Midnight Rebel. Welcome to
Next, super chat jingle. Thank you for these super chats. Really, really cool stuff. Just gonna grab that and put that out there. Pull this in now over here.
Welcome to Midnight Rebel Flirting Music. Welcome to Midnight Rebel Flirting Music Room.
Yeah, cut out the breath. Pull that down.
The best exclusive room, bringing you the best mix of the best music.
That's a mouthful. Actually, I'm going to use that one later because I quite like the sound of that one. But not yet. And I'm going to go back in and grab lasers, maybe lasers.
Mix of the best music. Mix of the best music.
And then cut.
Exclusive room, bringing you the best mix of the best music.
That's it. And, oh, hang on, let's just cut off the tail bit there so we don't get any background. There we go. Next, we're going on over here. Let's move these sound effects a bit further out so they're not in the way. The productions we're getting onto. Now we're getting into this stuff here. So what have we got? Let's have a listen.
It's time for legal advice with our Asian attorney.
Oh, yeah. Grab this take, I think. It's going to be the one. Hang on. Oh, what am I muttering there?
Silence FM.
Oh, that's quite a quiet one. Okay, cool.
Attorney.
Right, let's pull that in. Over here. Over here. This over here. Zooming in. And producing. Here we go.
It's time for legal.
Louder.
It's time for legal advice.
It's time for legal advice with your robot attorney. Maybe not.
It's time for legal advice with our Asian attorney,
And then a big finish.
Attorney James Twine.
And we're going to do this like that.
Legal advice with our Asian attorney, James Twine.
That's what we need. Not the start of the effect, the end of the effect. That should work.
Legal advice with our Asian attorney, James Twine.
And that's a wrap. Next, we're going...
Big Hempen TV says, please order the broom handle moustache for Mr. Clive with the newsboy button hat and bushy eyebrows.
Do you know
Bring
what?
Clive to life.
I'm getting a really cool vibe now. I think what we need to do is we need to get like a picture of Mr. Clive designed, like a cartoon character picture, and then we need to get it into Adobe Character Animator and animate Mr. Clive and kind of have him here on the live stream as an official mascot. So I'm putting out the call now. If anyone here is a graphic designer or a cartoon artist and wants to go ahead and like draw like a picture of what Mr. Clive with a handlebar moustache and that kind of thing. What do you say about something else as well?
No, I was going to say that, I'm going to have a look on Amazon now. You can get those kind of the moustache glasses.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Like, with
but with a handlebar.
You can just put it on. You can put it on every time you go out.
And be, hello, it's Mr. Clive.
Oh, look, I found this. This is amazing. Hang on, I'm just going to send you a link. I wonder whether you can share this. This would be hilarious.
Lovely. Anyway, if anyone is a cartoon or graphic artist and wants to design a little cartoon character, Mr. Clive, please get in touch. We'd love that. Yeah. Right, back into this, and we're doing this.
Yeah. Attorney, you are listening to Silence FM.
This one could be nice and simple.
We could just echo,
You are listening to Silence FM.
Sometimes you actually don't need to put sound effects in if you do enough with...
To Silence FM.
Nice.
Gonna plan that.
Listening to Silence FM.
Like the effect on that?
Yeah.
Yep. So there we go. Okay, right, let's see what we got here now. Still doing pretty well. So we're going to go over... Grab our next voiceover from you, Isabella. Bring this in.
You have to have a look on the email. I've sent you Mr. Clive's disguise.
Mr. Clive.
Yeah.
There we go.
Brand new music.
Let's pull that out and...
Brand new music.
Brand new music.
Right here on the happy hour.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll do something to make that cool.
The hour.
That works. And then we're out of this into the next thing over here.
Silence FM. We breaks the silence everywhere at home.
We break.
Yep, that's how the script was written. I always do that. Whenever a script comes in, I read it exactly as it's written because I've got in trouble before for trying to alter scripts. So I just stick word for word, even if it doesn't make sense to me. I read it as is. Don't touch.
Silence FM. We...
Because whoever's writing the script has something in mind and you want to go with that vision.
Silence FM. We breaks the silence everywhere at home, on the road. At home. Home, on the road. On the road and at work.
Next up,
the beats of your heart on Forza Rock Radio. Music
surrounds us. Surrounds us. Every little moment in our life. Every little moment in our lives.
And cutting again.
Welcome to Rockmantico. Welcome to Rockmantico.
And then up here.
Mantico. Where music and feelings mix.
Tighten.
Where music and feelings mix.
And then bring down.
The beats.
Nope. Not that one.
The beats of your heart. The beats of your heart on Forza Rock Radio.
And whoops, an echo out. Oh, don't do that. Do that.
Your heart on Forza Rock Radio.
And fade.
Cradio. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to
Thank you for this one.
All right, we're running out of drones. Might need to recycle in a second. Let's just recycle a batch. Here. Pull those down there. Pull this one over.
Now? Yeah. Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
Okay, and
this is Johnny Clingham.
And then finally, and actually I have to say, I really like it when we do go over. Like, you know, literally when there is so much demand, so many of you kind, generous folks watching the live stream, giving super chats early on so we can produce your jingles for you. So many free scripts coming in as well. And this is what we're here to do, to give you a little taste of what's possible in the audio production world, hopefully get you into this world, because it's my goal to see the next generation of audio creators rise up and kind of, you know, start creating really crazy stuff. Who knows what the next thing's going to be like a decade or two into the future, what Adobe Audition or other doors will look like, or if we'll even have computers, it would do it on our hands, you know, we'll have like a panel in our hands to edit and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. This is Johnny Clingham reaching back to Saint Helena.
Is that right, yeah?
I hope so, yes.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. Now, where are we?
Where are we?
Yeah. I'm just kind of getting lost in sound effects. Let's budge these away.
Mike is lost in sound effects.
Yes. By the way, if you wonder where you get sound effects from here, where is it, Isabella?
It's mrc.fm/sfx. mrc.fm/sfx. This is where we have all of the jingle packages that, well, not jingle packages, the sound effects packages and music packages for production. So
that's cool. And let me ask you a question. Why is it that most people who watch this live stream who also want to get into producing jingles, why is it that most people who watch this live stream who are interested in that go ahead and go to that link and buy those sound effects? Why would you say that is?
Why is it interesting to them? Sorry, I don't get the question.
No, why would you say those people who are interested in producing their own jingles, why is it attractive to them to use those sound effects in particular? Why do most people who watch the stream go ahead and grab those?
Well, they are 100% royalty free. That's one. Okay. So there is no complicated, post license, process to bear in mind. You essentially buy them. They are for you to use on royalty free basis in any project that you have. Yeah. So
the only thing is you can't like resell as is, which is the basis with many things like Apple loops and stuff like that. So you can't just buy the sound effects and then go ahead and resell the sound effects. But anything else you want to do, if it's a part of a production, you can, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just a standard royalty-free license. Those packages are 100% owned by Music Radio Creative. So they are our packages. You can't buy them anywhere else. So
there you go. Okay. Yeah. Let's pull in some more sound effects here and end up here.
Whether it's Audio Unicorn or MRC University, you can't go wrong with Music Radio Creative.
That's cool. Thanks so much, Michael. Every week, Michael's there in the chat, super chatting often to get us to produce a lovely jingle all about MRC, which is very meta and very much appreciated as well, Michael. So thank you. Here we go.
Is Johnny Clingham reaching back to hashtag Sound Hell.
Oh, that's the one.
Listening. This is Johnny Clingham.
We've just done that one, haven't we? And I think I pulled in the right take, I think. Let's have a look.
Sorry, I feel like something has gone the wrong...
Yes, I did, yeah.
Listening. This is Johnny Clingham.
Do you want me to mute your mic? Are you okay?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Cool.
I won't cough to death here, so...
No worries. Right, let's grab this and pull this in over here. There we go. Right. Dramatic silence. Here we go.
You're listening to Glenn Hampson on RP.
Let's pull that down to chorus.
Hampson on RPP FM.
Speed it up.
To Glenn Hampson on RPP FM. Glenn Hampson on RPP FM.
And then we're going to go over here.
is Who Got Radio. Always believe.
Hang on.
Is radio. Is radio.
This is radio.
Oh yeah, that was the dodgy take of that. So we'll go here, and then here, then here. Pull this over, and we're still going to have plenty of time to do those free scripts as well after this. So
This.
see, our live stream is organically growing every.
This is Hugh Got Radio. No, this is. This is Hugh Goat Radio.
Pull that in and put that over there.
This is Hugh Goat Radio. Always believe in love and keep the flame burning.
Nice, that's really cool.
And keep the flame burning.
Let's just tighten that up.
Flame burning.
It's awesome. Okay, we got that one good and in the can.
God Stories Radio, bringing hope and comfort to the world 24 hours a day. God Stories Radio. God Stories Radio. Bringing hope and comfort to the world. The world 24 hours a day. The world 24 hours a day.
AM radio style there.
Hope and comfort to the world 24 hours a day.
Nice. And we're nearly at the end.
This is legal nonsense.
And there we go. Thank you for the super chats. Woo! All done. Back to you, Isabella. Okay, so that was the last one just there. So we just need to do that. And then it's the end. It's the end. Yeah?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay.
No, it's not the end yet. We need to record the other things.
Yes, true. Okay. Let's pull this one in over here. And bring that in.
Yep.
This is legal nonsense.
Nonsense needs distortion.
Nonsense.
Nonsense.
And we'll pop that in on the distorted track.
All nonsense.
Try and get it in sync a bit better.
All nonsense. All nonsense. All nonsense.
Bit of echo too, I think.
All nonsense. Legal nonsense.
Cool, and that is the whole session behind me over there. It's all done. I'm just going to mix it down, and as always, I'm going to put pressure on you, Isabella. Now this is mixing down. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 21 seconds. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Actually, I'm noticing, I am noticing since... I made a few tweaks to the live stream, like we said at the start of the live stream. We're now using Wirecast full time, and really happy to be doing it. It's a great piece of software with so many hidden features I haven't even begun to explore. One of the beauty, the benefits. So before, when I was doing this screen that you can see me now, Adobe Audition behind me, my camera, I'm down here in the bottom corner, and I'm green screened. There's a green screen behind me. Before, I was creating this whole scene on the Mac I was using to also produce audio. And then I was sending it over via NDI to formerly OBS Studio that we were using to put the stream out. Now, the webcam is plugged directly into our streaming server. So the webcam is low latency straight to you. And then my background, all I am sending via NDI, and I'm using the fantastic NDI feature inside Wirecast, all I'm sending is my Mac's screen. And I did some serious CPU tests to figure this stuff all out. And I figured that to send an iMac's, on my iMac in particular, screen via NDI to another computer on the same network as you, it's about 36, 38% CPU usage, right? To do that with a webcam and green screen at the same time is like nearly 100% CPU usage. It's like really, really heavy. So it's bogging down my CPU. So this session would have taken like double or triple the time to mix down. It's nearly done now. So that's really good. I also did some, I won't say it's official benchmarking because I didn't like, you know, pull out a white suit and a calculator and start timing things exactly. But I did a little bit of rough benchmarking between the NDI integration in Wirecast and OBS. And I found Wirecast to just be slightly more efficient as well on the CPU. So all round, I think the stream is going to benefit in the months and years to come, Isabella.
There you go. There you go. You see, all that effort was worth it, and you were tearing your hair out, literally.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was the NDI that was screwing up the sync of all the audio. It was, like I said at the start of the stream, sometimes it was in sync perfectly. Sometimes it was like 10 milliseconds out. Sometimes it was 200 milliseconds out, and sometimes it was 3 seconds out.
There you go.
Hence why you watched a couple of weeks ago, and we were kind of going, hello. And so, you know, the mouth is moving and then finally the audio comes. So anyway, Isabella, back over to you to do some shout outs and some hellos, and then I will save this big session. So our super chatters, tell our super chatters where they can go, because their jingles are going to be ready to download in just a moment.
Yeah, so head over to, and Dominic has been on it already, so head over to mrc.fm/FJF. The link is already in the chat, so you can head over there for your free jingles. They are going to be there in a minute. And in just a second, we are going to record the freebies so all the other scripts that came through either Facebook or YouTube. I had a brain fog there. And the other thing that I wanted to say is, like, even though we do try our very best, we do not guarantee recording every single piece of audio. So please bear with us. As you can appreciate, there are a lot of requests coming in, so we can only do our best. So I know, you know, sometimes we get like this one angry person in the comments saying, how dare you not record our audio, my script, you know, and all of that. So just, you know, bear with us. We are doing our best. So that's all I'm trying to say.
We are doing our best indeed. Right. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna crack on and do some more stuff. Maybe do some good stuff with the free stuff. Before we do, go on.
Yeah, sorry. Just there is a question from John saying, Mike and Isabella, is there a way to contact you guys with any questions? Yes, there is. If you have any questions at all, if you ever wanted to reach out to us, it's not just you, John, but anyone else. You can always drop us an email to contact@musicradiocreative.com. It's contact@musicradiocreative.com. Just mention it is for the attention of Isabella. Well, best to make it for my attention. Mike gets the secondary flow of emails from me. So if you make it to my attention, it's going to get to both of us. So you're very, very welcome to do that. And there is also Dominic in there who will be able to answer any kind of questions that he's capable of answering there too. So so either him or I will be more than happy to help with anything, guys. So
lots of really, really cool stuff going on there. So we are going to get on and record some freebies. I just wanted to say I'm digging the stock media library integration inside Wirecast. I wanted to pop in another scene in the background. Any scene you think might be of value to put in at this point in the stream, just because I fancy a bit of fun in the last 10 or so minutes?
What shall we do? I don't know.
Just name a scene. What's your favorite city in the world?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. No, let's stick with that one.
That came to my mind. So there you go.
That's a good one. San Francisco. It could be MRC live from San Francisco. Should we do it? Look at that. I just did a search for San Francisco inside Stock Media Library, and it's downloading, and within a few seconds it's going to be here. And then I just click the scene, and San Francisco.
Yes. I don't know whether this is just me, but on YouTube I can see you quite grained. Is it just me?
Yeah, we just a second ago we had a little bit of an issue. Oh look, it's nighttime in San Francisco. We had an issue in the stream.
Morning, though, isn't it?
Just appeared to just drop out for a moment, but I think it's back. No, it time lapses between early morning and nighttime, so you get that. You get that kind of transition, if you like, from day to night. In that particular piece of stock footage, look, if you want to see, I'll show you again. Hello, good morning, everyone. Live from San Francisco. It's morning, and now it's nighttime, and I'm ready to go to bed. Thank you for watching.
Nice.
It's good fun. Anyway, should we get on and record these free jingle scripts and try and get in as many as we can before the end of the show? Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to for recording both tracks again in Adobe Audition. Just give me a bit of level, Isabella.
Okay, here is Isabella.
Yep.
Here is Isabella.
Okay, sounding good. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. And then we're going to hop straight into it. I'm going to reel off some of the jingles, and so are you.
Next time you need to have flowers in your hair if you are going on San Francisco. This is what Richard says.
Yes,
I
indeed.
support.
Absolutely. You're listening to Blind Cafe Radio, the station where we raise Cain.
Each and every Sunday, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m., JB Action Love on Fresh FM.
It's Richard Graham playing the oldies on the radio.
The next one's for you too.
The Sunday lunch break on South Birmingham Radio, where the 90s rule.
We play hits. This is Radio Reeve FM, Lebanon.
It's RC Fusion with DJ Silver Fox.
You're listening to Mike Padden on Three Valley Radio.
To all our brothers and sisters in arms, we welcome the Army, the Royal Navy, and the Royal Air Force. 3 services, 1 family on veteransradionet.co.uk.
Sounds of the logical progression. 2 hours of deep drum and bass.
Community Radio, Karlsruhe. How do you say that again?
Karlsruhe.
Community Radio, Karlsruhe, your internet station for the best hits of the past.
Playing the very best in soul, funk, jazz funk, and disco from the past to the present and the future with your host, Steve Fox.
At 8 in the evening, the show directed by Maxtree MC Fly. Good listening.
For requests and dedications, call 024 7696 8298.
When you listen to him, you don't retire because he sets the music on fire. All hail the real mix burner of the city. DJ Mix B is in the mix.
Deeper cuts from our favorite house and techno artists. Welcome to Warehouse 11.
This is the Wiz T-Bone Music Mix episodes.
I'm going to record it again because I know he really wanted me. Sorry. This is the Wiz T-Bone Music Mix episodes.
Nice. You are listening to In the Mix with Perry Lesher, playing your classic disco hits on We Love Disco Music, the best disco in town.
Bringing you the latest in education technology, this is the Teacher Tech Podcast.
Every Monday night from 10 till midnight, tune in to the Drunk McKellar.
Nope.
Oh, Dunk McKellar.
Sorry.
Every Monday night from 10 till midnight.
Sorry.
You need to hang on a second. This calls for another stock media library session. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it comes. Let's see whether we can get this in the background while I read this script without saying what I think I'm going to say. Bear with me. It's just downloading. Any second now. We'll have drunk McKellar. I'm so sorry. Right. There we go. Okay. Look at what's behind me now.
Hang on, because I'm watching with delay, so I can't see it just yet.
Just pretend you can see it.
It's awesome, Mike.
Every Monday night from 10 till midnight, tune in to Dunk McKellar and The Rock Show on Total Rock Radio.
Nice background, thanks.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, it's nothing to do with the script, but it was my bad.
Friday Night Rocks with Ron. Live and exclusive to County Links Radio. Seriously, this guy.
Tune into the Drunk McKellar. This is Mr. Clive. You just had a couple of G&Ts. Sorry. Right. Okay. This is DJ Casty. This is DJ Casty. Just in case.
Mm-hmm. Classics and blessings.
When you listen to him, you don't retire because he says that we've done that one. Done that one already.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. Go on. Your turn.
You have reached your destination. It is this station, Digits 1024 Radio, your refreshing radio.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Slow Jam. The details with Johnny Emmanuel. Please drop your comments and reviews.
You're listening to Surrey Light. You're listening to Surrey Light Online Radio.
From Morogoro, Tanzania, we take you to Dar es Salaam. Okay. Anything else that's going to catch me here? Dodoma.
Mbeya.
Okay, and Aboud. Okay, cool. From Morogoro, Tanzania, we take you to Dar es Salaam via 101.7 megahertz. We fly together on code 106.9 FM. Dodoma, Great City, Mbeya, chilling on 98.6 megahertz. So cool. Aboud FM, the best radio station.
Nice. You're listening to DJ Eddie F. Sorry. You're listening to DJ Eddie F. Throwing down the best blends in the biz.
Broadcasting live, Blantyre,
Malawi.
Broadcasting live, Blantyre, Malawi. This is Sky Radio, 93.8 FM. Leaders today.
Just music radio, 90.9 FM.
SJ Radio's best bits of Series 14.
The 1873 Drive with Wildfire DJ.
Delicious Night with AJ the DJ. The Night live.
Okorodudu?
Okorodudu, yeah.
Okay, Okorodudu. All right.
I love these scripts. I really love these scripts that come from all over the world. This is awesome.
Sit right back and relax. It's Osteen Okorodudu, your radio fantasy on Gospel Vibes, Trend 100.9 FM.
You are welcome to Presidential Palace Nightclub. This is your DJ from now, DJ Allure. Mix. Let's go.
We love to hear your requests. Just send them in to the station.
It's the weekend. Time to jam the greatest old school music in the universe with Uncle Vince on the Magical Mystical Music Show.
You're listening to Hunter.fm, the Fresh Channel.
Get the music to your ears on Ross Radio.
Jana Lins? Is that how we say it? Jana or Jana Lins?
Jana Lins and Jana Lins, try both.
Okay. And now, here is a countdown from Jana Lin's Top 10 playlist.
Someone's asked for Mr. Clive, the official mascot of MRC Live.
And now, here is a countdown from Jana Lin's Top 10 playlist.
And now here's one from Mr. Clive. Lensex play. Unlimited music play.
Sorry. Welcome to Head Music from Blacktropolis.
Alex Pacaylist. Play the hits on Contact Radio Castoria.
Hang on, it's PK List?
Oh. PK List. Okay. Alex PK List. Play the hits on Contact Radio Castoria.
Nice.
All done. Okay.
All done.
Gonna save this out. While I save this out, let's do 2 more minutes and then we'll finish half past the hour.
Big Hempin says, thanks for being professional, Isabella, and not laughing or calling people the drunk. You're welcome. Yes.
Late night tunes with Drunk McKellar. I would actually listen to a show like that. That sounds like fun.
And then there is Pop Unlimited who says, shame there is nothing about chicken or potato chips this week.
No, sometimes there is. Yes. Order your potato chips at the bar now. Yeah, we've had those the last couple of weeks.
We had, like, hang on, what was the one? There was one about the pork scratchings. There was one. That was my favorite. Pork scratchings.
Crazy.
Of the month. Order on the bar now.
All right, I have saved everything. We got 1 minute left, so let's do this. Thanks for watching. Really good of you to be here. What a fantastic time we've had, Isabella.
Oh, we had a great time. Thank you so much for coming in this week and watching us on Friday. We will be back next week. So if you've missed out on a script today, don't worry. Mike and Isabella are back next week. And Mr. Clive will be here too.
And yes, Mr. Clive will be here.
Awesome.
So is that it?
Yeah.
Are we saying goodbye?
So listen, it's been fantastic. Have a great weekend. Thank you so very much for being here. And if you do have any audio needs that cannot wait, simply head over to musicradiocreative.com. This is where you can order from over 100 different voice artists. We deliver our audio in less than 24 hours in most cases. So we've got your back.
All right, wonderful. Have a great weekend wherever you're watching in the world. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.